a toll. But I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time.
Hello everybody, welcome to the 14th episode of the Gaming Den. Happy Halloween, because we won't see you guys on Tuesday, as it is Halloween. Kind of was talking to Foxy about this a little earlier. I said I would talk to her about it after the show, but I will just let everybody know right now, the Gaming Den will be on a bit of a little hold until November 7th. We have some other forms of stuff going on and some things we got to take care of and all that kind of stuff. So don't worry guys, the console corner is not completely gone, dead, or anything like that. It's just taking a small break, and we will be back to show you guys and of course to talk about the launch of the Xbox One X. So I just want to let everybody know that and all that fun stuff. So I hope that makes you happy, Foxy.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. Alright, so back to this show, however. This show brings you a lot of different topics among some fun entertainment where most podcasts you listen to may not give you some of the topics that we like to bring up. So I hope you guys are ready to get started and to have some fun. With no further ado, I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of today. I am joined by my other co-host.
Hi everyone, I'm Fox. Hopefully you can hear me clearly and I'm not botting or anything. But yeah, interesting. A lot of news going around here and there. Can't wait to get into these topics. But how are you? What have you been playing, SheWulf?
Too many games. Too many. Wolfenstein was pissing me off today. I was playing Wolfenstein 2, and yes, pretty fun game, guys. Released today. It released today.
I saw some of that gameplay. It looks sick.
It's pretty awesome, but however, it was giving me some issues. It really doesn't like OBS. I don't know what's up with it, but it did not like OBS. So that
sounds like
sucks.
Destiny on PC. I'm just saying.
I know, this was on PC, so I was playing Wolfenstein 2 on PC. So, yeah. Yeah. Was like, damn.
Probably just a temporary bug. They might have to update it or something.
It could have. I hope so. But if not, oh well. Chances are I won't be streaming it again anyways. So, because we got a fun full week of crazy, creepy things going on Mixer. And of course, guys, hello to everybody in the YouTube chat, and hello to everybody hanging out in the Mixer chat, because you guys are all amazing from both sides of the story. And now you can see both of chats going on here on our episode thing, which I didn't change the episode thing, I just realized, but that's okay.
They can see each other. That's pretty cool.
They can.
They pointed that out to me last week, where they were like, "Oh, we can see each other chatting across the other side." I was like, "That's funny."
Yeah, pretty much you can like go to both and be like, "Yo, I'm over here. Now I'm over here. No, now I'm over here." Like, yeah. You know, like in those like Family Guy and stuff where they like, "Oh, I'm over here, but now I'm over here." You can do the same thing.
Oh my god. That sounds so nerdy.
I'm not nerdy.
Just a little bit.
No. So what have you been playing?
Not been playing much besides some shooters here and there. So yeah, COD, Battlefield, Gears, the usual.
The usual shooters.
But I haven't been playing that much because I wasn't feeling well, and I've been kind of like stuck a little bit with my creative juices, and I want to do YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I want to do a video about this and that, and then either I don't get any motivation, like all of a sudden I get drained and I have no motivation to do it, or when I start doing it, I have technical issues and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
And I get upset and then I stop doing what I'm doing. So that kind of bothers me. Yesterday I did a Throwback Thursday with the OG Star Wars game, and I had technical issues. So I couldn't post it. So now I'm like, I might post it next week, or I might. You guys may never ever see it. I don't know. We'll see.
Wow, the issues. Issues are real lately. PCs are going to destroy the world. Literally. They're just gonna blow up. No. I've been like, oh my god, I've been having so many issues when it comes to the PC lately. It's ridiculous. But oh well.
You had updates and stuff, but that's a Windows problem, not a you problem.
Yeah, no, it's the game. Because even after I had the update, like, the update went through the computer and all that, which was fine. However,
oh, okay.
after that, it still had issues. I had to, like, start the game and get past, like, the actual, like, main page, and then I could open up OBS and then start streaming. It was really weird. I think it's the game, like, itself. They have an issue.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
It sucked, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So with all that fun stuff going on, guys, let's jump into the first topic of tonight. And of course, well, I guess it's this afternoon, not tonight. I'm used to the night thing, but it's not the night, so yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Friday, everybody. Be ready for the weekend. Okay, with the weekend coming, there's an awesome sale going on with Xbox, which is Xbox Halloween Shocktober? Yeah, Shocktober.
Yeah, Shocktober.
Shocktober sale ends on the 31st. Now, so as we all know, like, Xbox always does like really big sales for like the seasons and stuff like that. But this I actually thought was pretty good because, one, they're teamed up with Mixer. So Mixer's also doing a theme week. And this kind of comes in handy for any of those streamers who are looking for some creepy games to stream to match, like, the type of themes that they have over the week. And I thought that was really cool. But the cool part about this is one of my favorite games is actually on this list, which is Resident Evil. Oh my god. It's like $30 for the main base game. And the deluxe edition is also 50% off. So I thought that was freaking awesome. If you had to pick one of the games from their sale, which one would you pick overall?
Oh wow. Seriously?
Yeah.
That's not easy at all. But I guess the one that stands out to me right now is Prey. I'm really interested in that, and that's also $30.
Yes, 25% off, guys. You can get Prey. So, alright, let's read off a couple of the titles that are here that you guys can check out. Which is, of course, like I said, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. You got Prey. You have Dead by Daylight is 40% off. You have Resident Evil Triple Pack, which is 60% off. The Walking Dead, The New Frontier is 50% off.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is one that I thought was really cool for any of you Diablo 3 fans who have been waiting and wanting this game, especially with the new season is going to be starting in December, so that's coming up. It is 40% off, so I thought that was pretty cool. Make sure you guys check out Diablo 3. That's
the one with everything, right?
Yeah, you get, it's the Eternal Collection.
Yes, that has everything for $36. That's actually amazing.
That is a really, really good price, especially, you know, seeing Blizzard actually drop the price of one of their games I'm kind of surprised.
It's a rare moment.
It is. And then you have Doom with 33% off. Guys, that is an amazing game. If you haven't got it, you need to get it.
Doom is amazing.
It is. You also have Dead Rising 4, 60% off. You have 7 Days to Die is 60% off. You have, what else? We got Dead Islands. We got all the Dead Islands by the looks of it. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, it looks like all they're there. Yeah.
All the Dead Risings are also there. You got like 2, you got 1, you got 3, you got 4, you got season passes. All your Dead Rising itches can now be fulfilled. Just simply go and buy them on sale. You also have Fortnite, which I
don't know why that's well, yeah, never mind. I just remembered why that's there. The zombies on the base game. At first I was gonna say I don't know why that's there, and then I was like, oh wait, I remember.
Anyone who actually plays that though, I think really only plays it for the battle royale. But it's 40% off, guys, so that's actually a pretty good deal. And they do have a whole entire Halloween thing going on in Fortnite right now for the base game, so you might want to check that out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they have a really cool event. Everything is turned into like Halloween. You get costumes and everything. It's pretty cool.
Very cute.
It is. And then you got Dying Light, which is another amazing game that can be used for the Halloween week. It's 30% off. You also have Goosebumps, 75% off if you want just something fun to relax. Yes, yes, exactly. Who doesn't love a good Goosebump? Everybody does. Maybe. You might not, because you kind of don't like the creepy thing.
I grew up watching the show, and it has some of the books, but that's about it. I ain't playing no game.
Okay. It works, it works. Then you have one of my favorite walking simulators, which is Layers of Fear. 60% off for the main game and the DLC, which is pretty cool. Observers, 15% off. That's actually a brand new walking simulator game, which was developed by the Layers of Fear, so that was pretty cool that they brought that out.
We talked about that here.
Yep, yeah, we did. We talked about that previously, guys, so make sure you go check that out. You also have 75% off for Outlast, which is another amazing game. 40% off for Outlast 2. And then, of course, you have all the Resident Evils. So if you need a Resident Evil fix, you can now get that as well. So there's
they're
just
all there.
Exactly. And The Walking Dead. You have Town of Light, which is another great indie. Zombie Vikings. Oh my god, I love that game. I love that game, and it is on sale. So
super cute.
Yeah, so there's a lot of great games on Shocktober sale from Xbox, and I hope you guys go and check that out. Fox, if you didn't have them, what games would you recommend to people to pick up?
State of Decay, because Part 2 is coming out in the beginning of next year.
Very true.
So State of Decay is like almost $10. So that's a good one. I would recommend that. Obviously, all the Telltale games from The Walking Dead, I love them all. So
yeah,
I would recommend those for sure. And what else? Damn, I don't know. It's a lot of good ones. You pointed out so many. I guess Dead Rising 3 or 4.
Okay.
That would be a good one as well. But for me, like, I'm interested in picking up Prey or the Edith Finch game. I think they have that on sale on here as well, and I want to check those two out myself. So
where is it? I know I just saw it. Oh, The Evil Within is on there too. If you like if you're looking at the second one, The Evil Within, the first one, the digital bundle is on sale as well. So, the Ethan Finch or something. What Remains of Edith Finch. It's like
Edith Finch.
Yeah, it's like
16. Off. Yeah, $16. So yeah, I want to check that out. I want to check out Prey, but yeah, it's a lot of good games on there. I'm surprised they have Guitar Hero bundles.
I was like, what? Why is there Rock Band?
I mean Rock Band. I said Guitar Hero, but Rock Band.
Like, I understand it's Rob Zombie pack, but really?
Because it says zombie, well, obviously.
Yeah. So because something says zombie, it means it should be on there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. But whatever floats their boat. Whatever floats their boats, guys.
But I like the fact that there's different SKUs for like the same games. Like, so if you want Resident Evil, Biohazard, you can choose from different SKUs that are on sale. Not just the main game. You get to choose from which bundle you want, whether it be deluxe or whatever.
Yeah,
so I like that they have that for a few different games where you could choose.
You can pick and choose and have a blast with more than one. So
I like
agree.
it.
I agree. I definitely agree with you there. Like I said, guys, make sure you guys go and check it out. There is a lot of amazing sales that are going on. A lot of sales. So
yeah, and it ends on the 31st.
Yes. Absolutely. Speaking of sales, though, how about we jump into something that people, I'm sure, love to hear, and that is free. Free. And from a co-streamer that I was co-streaming with on Wednesday, his favorite F word is free. So, I thought that was a cute, catchy thing. So I was like, oh.
That's funny.
That is. I thought it was cute.
Never heard that before.
So, everyone likes free. Majority of people have Xbox Live. So, we got what we were told for games with gold for November. Now, this is kind of interesting because there's actually a few good games on there that I'm surprised that they released. Like, one, Trackmania Turbo. My son is going to go mad crazy because of the fact that he's been wanting that game so badly, and now he's going to get it for free. So,
Nice.
Yeah, I know we're gonna be picking up that one. You also have Tales from the Borderlands, which was a cool Telltale games. However, I thought it got a little boring in parts, but overall it was still one of the better ones.
Yes.
Eggs, which, you know. On the 360 you have Nights into Dreams. I'm not exactly sure what game that is, but it looks interesting.
It's like a weird, colorful, like platformer. I don't know. It's really weird and trippy. I never heard of it in my life until now.
No, I haven't heard of it either, but it looks neat, so I'm willing to try it out. And the last game you get for 360 on the second half is Deadfall Adventures. So
It's like a first-person shooter meets Indiana Jones kind of weird thing. Kind of cool. I want to try that one out more than the Knights game because I saw some gameplay for both.
Yeah.
Again, another game I never heard of before in my life. But hey, they're free. You're right about that. So I'll check them out for sure. Download them. If I don't like them, just leave them in my ready to install. The two games that I really love or I'm interested in are the Borderland game and the Trackmania game. But I already have the Borderland game.
Yeah.
So the Trackmania is a game that I tried when they had a free trial, and I really enjoyed it. And it's some of the developers that made Wipeout on the PlayStation, which is one of my favorite PlayStation games. So that's why I really liked it. I just never felt like I wanted to pay too much for it, so I was going to wait for a sale. And this is perfect because it's free. So
exactly.
I can't wait to download that and play it.
You can also still get the turning test from obviously now until November 15th. So there's still another game on there as well. Trackmania is from November 1st to the 30th. Tales is from the 16th to the 15th. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out and get your free games because hey, who doesn't like free games?
Which is the one that you're most interested for?
Probably the Trackmania Turbo because I've already done the Borderlands one because they already had that free and stuff. So I was like, well,
oh, they had the first episode for free. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, is this the whole thing?
Yep. This is the whole thing.
You get all the episodes?
Yeah, 5. From what I know, 5 episodes.
Well, then okay, so I might get that and finish it then because I've only done the first episode, so.
Yeah.
So I might actually get that and play that then. But yeah, the Trackmania Turbo, I'm gonna have a blast playing with my kids. So.
Heck yeah.
So. Even though I'm not a huge racing fan, I'm really not. But that's okay. I will play it. I will play it if I have to play it.
Overall, though, it's an okay month for free games.
Yeah.
I don't expect too much for November ever, to be honest, because of all the freaking games that are coming out, like COD, Star Wars, and everything.
Well, you're also gonna have like Black Friday. You're gonna have a lot of like holiday season sales coming up. Oh, and for anybody, just to fair warn, if by some chance you do want to get Wolfenstein 2, you can go to CD Keys and get it on PC for $37. Just so.
This is the same, almost the same deal they had for Evil Within, right?
Yeah.
When you mentioned last time.
Yep, it is, which I thought was pretty awesome. We ended up getting both brand new games on PC for $60. So I was like, damn, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Except
PC,
it's been crappy, but.
Yeah, PC's like that, where it's like, hey, we got some sales for you, but good luck getting it to work.
Yeah. Well, you know, GKB's been playing them and hasn't had any problem. It's just OBS is being dumb. It just doesn't want me to stream them. I can play them, I just can't stream them. But
that's crazy.
I don't know about Evil Within. I didn't try that one to stream it, but either way, so that's not really the topic right now. But just wanted to let you guys know while we were talking about like free games and sales and stuff like that. So anybody has a PC? Check out CD Keys. There's always a lot of good sales going on there. Other than that, let's jump into something you might be a little more, because you were all in the original Xbox, I'm assuming, which is they have officially released 360, or the OG Xbox is actually getting backwards compat like they promised. And we have 13 games.
Yep.
13 games are going to be in the back compat, which is really interesting because I still don't completely see why they are worried about original Xbox games and not just focus on new games, but that's just me. Are you excited for any of the 13 that they've announced?
Yeah, like I'm very nostalgic when it comes to a lot of games and stuff, especially when it comes to back compat, because I get to play 360 games that I used to love, or now OG games that I used to love, and I just get nostalgic even if I play them for a little bit at a time or whatever. I still enjoy it. And even sometimes I never played certain games and I get to try them out for the first time because I missed out on them. When it came to the OG games though, which is funny, I never was a big fan of Xbox, the original console. Like I played it here and there with my big brother because that was his console, but I had PS2 and I was rocking PS2. So we used to have like our own little console war in the house, joking around with each other, but we played everything. Which is funny. But a lot of these games I know and I tried. So I am really happy that they got KOTOR, which is a Star Wars game, as a back compat. So that's really cool. So I have it here in the house, played it. It's really weird. I like the gameplay and everything, but I'm not down with the cinematic videos. They're pretty bad. But it's pretty nostalgic.
You love them. No.
Nah. I mean, with certain games. Okay, here's another one. Blood Rain 2. The cinematic videos for that looks awesome, but then the combat is kind of like wonky. So when you're like, killing bad guys, whatever, with your swords and everything, or your blades, it's pretty bad. But it's nostalgic. You do it for the nostalgia. You play it for like, a couple days, maybe a couple hours, but that's about it. It's not like you're gonna stay there forever. I do wish that there was Achievos, but it doesn't have any Achievos, which kind of sucks. So obviously, it's temporary. This is gonna be a temporary high, and eventually you're gonna move on and you're gonna get the new games and play them. But it's really cool that they have a lot of games that I have heard of. They have King of Fighters in there. I used to play that all the time with my brothers. What else do they have? Black. I played that on the PS2 actually, but I know the game.
I actually want Prince of Persia.
Yes, Prince of Persia's on the list.
Yeah, I always liked those games.
Yeah, I used to like those way more than Assassin, definitely.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen like more Prince of Persia games, but they didn't, so that was kind of disappointing.
They had a few though for back in the day when you put them all together. They had a few.
But I wish they would have brought it kept going with like the generations.
Yeah, I want them to like revamp it and bring it back, like what they did with Tomb Raider, where just kind of like reboot the series. I kind of want that for them as well. Fun fact: Prince of Persia was like my first addiction that I used to play on PC, and it was a side scroller.
That's funny.
I used to rock that on PC for sure. I had so many hours on that. Probably just as much as Solitaire or something.
You also get Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes, that's the KOTOR. That's the one that I mentioned because KOTOR is like the nickname for it.
Okay.
But that's the one that I played yesterday. Actually, I've always seen my brothers play it here and there, and I've tried it. But yesterday was the first time I played it by myself without them, and I was like so lost. But it was really fun. They also have Ninja Gaiden as well, or Ninja Gaiden, however you want to pronounce it.
Black.
Yeah, they have that one as well. Another game that I grew up with.
Red Faction 2. Crimson Sky, High Road to Revenge. So there's definitely, if you haven't got to try them, I believe they're about $10.
Yep.
For a price range.
Digitally, yes.
Yeah.
When you go to eBay and stuff, they're all different wonky prices. So if you can get them cheaper than 10, sure, pick them up if you want to add them to your collection. If it's cheaper, if they're way more than $10, it's not worth picking up physically. Well,
chances are people are going to take advantage of the fact that it's on that it's back compat, and they're probably going to oh hey, we're going to raise the prices of physical copies now because of the fact they're now back compat. So they're like, oh hey, we can get more money for our games.
I'm pretty sure GameStop is gonna do that because in the online store they have retro section, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna hike up the prices for sure.
Oh,
especially for the more well-known titles. Not all of them, but I believe Psychonauts is in there, and that one is also getting a part 2. So if you wanna get into that,
they're
doing that. That's like a Kickstarter game, I think.
Yeah,
so,
that's interesting. Very interesting. So pretty much like anybody. You know, if you're looking at back and pack games, whether they're 360 or whether they're OG, there's definitely a lot there for you to look at. So, and
yeah, I like having the option, the fact that you have all 3 generations all in Xbox One as a choice. You don't have to play them, you don't have to buy them if you don't want to, but if you already own them, might as well pop them in. You get that little nostalgia kick for a couple days, and then that's it. You go back and put it away, and you go to the next game, you know? I think it's a really cool option to have, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm very cheesy like that, though. I grew up in that generation with cartridge and stuff like that, and when CDs first came out on games, so I like old school stuff.
Very, very, very true. I'm happy that they're looking at stuff like this, and they're trying to. I just think like old games can only look so good. So, and the fact you don't get achievements, I don't really think people are going to sit too hard to keep playing them, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, you gotta definitely love the game to play through it again, and not worry about getting achievements. To be honest, because you gotta be a hardcore Star Wars fan and love that game. And it does look different. It looks clearer. It plays smoother than it did before. So I do like that. You do see a difference in the game, the way it looks and the way it runs. So that's nice. But obviously, it's not going to relate or be the same as it is right now.
Exactly.
To the games from nowadays, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Also, they're going to release the next batch of games they're going to release is next year in spring. Around the same time as like Sea of Thieves and stuff like that. They're going to release some more games. I'm hoping that Buffy's in there, because I definitely, like, I'll stream that. I don't know. I'll record some footage, put it on my channel just because it's Buffy. That's it. Yeah, I don't need no excuse.
Very true. Very, very, very true. But overall, I don't know. I'm excited to see what else they bring, and the fact that they're working on it, that is cool. Regardless, it is still bringing more features, more things to the Xbox to try to keep gamers in. And hey, that also can bring back, the older generations that actually played this that may have stopped playing because they don't like the newer graphics. You know what I mean? You know how some people like the style of how the old games looked. I'm not saying everybody, but there is still like some older generations that did play those games from the OG Xbox, and they're like, oh, I don't like what they're doing with all this stuff now and everything else like that. And they may actually like and enjoy the fact that they're bringing back the OG Xbox games and they look similar to when they first released. So
yeah,
I think it's
definitely.
A cool
I know
for
exactly. Like, there's a couple of YouTubers that you described really well, that they love that old school style, and they're like retro collectors, and they really like playing the older stuff more so than the newer things.
Exactly. So speaking of features, I have to actually go into saying that there is a new interesting feature that has released. And, well, I don't think it's actually released to everybody. I believe it's still in the Xbox Insider program. I believe.
Well, it's going to be released tonight for the insiders. So you're going to get the update, but not me.
I already have the update, though. I can already... Okay, so, alright, so the feature that we're talking about... Yes, yeah, that's why I'm kind of confused here. So, alright, the feature that we're talking about, of course, that a lot of people have been asking for is the gift feature on the Xbox Store. Being able to gift games to other people. Now, with the OG Xbox and all these sales, what better thing to do? And with Christmas coming up, Do you have
Oh,
friends
hell
that
yeah.
like do you have friends that you game with? Do you want to get them a gift, but you want to surprise them instead of just sending them a gift card? You can actually get them a game that they've been wanting. No matter like whether it's an indie game or, you know, whether it's a AAA title, whatever. They have like they're going to be bringing the feature of gifting. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to be out before Christmas. If they were smart, they would release it beginning of December. I would. Personally, I would release it at the beginning of December just because of the fact that people can actually gift, like I just said, you can get your friends video games and stuff like that. Because the problem with doing gift cards is you have to buy, like, it's like certain amounts, and games obviously don't always cost that certain amount. So it tends to be like, oh, great, you know, you have to do this, this, and this. Where if you can just gift directly the game itself, then you're paying exactly for the price of the game, and there's not little bits of money here and there sitting around because you didn't spend the whole price of a gift card. So I thought that was really, you know, I think it's an amazing feature to add, especially whether, you know, like I said, your friends, your family, anybody that you know that's gaming, you'll be able to gift them their favorite games and stuff. And I also find it's more of like a nice surprise kind of thing. So I like the feature. I'm glad that they're finally bringing it. I do think that they should release it to everybody before like at least the beginning of December, if they want like it used a lot. I think
if they get good feedback, like you said, you already have it, right? So if you give them good feedback and you're like, yes, this works really well, I've tested it, I gave somebody a game, then they're like, okay, good to know. Then right now, today, apparently at 3 o'clock Eastern, they're going to release, I guess, the next set of Insiders. So maybe a different part, because it still says Insiders, so obviously I know I'm not getting it today.
See, I'm in like the very top ring, so it could be possible that like maybe it's releasing to the other rings.
I think it's releasing to all Insiders then. So that means everybody else who's in the Insider program, now they're all getting it.
Yeah,
whoever was waiting besides you. Yeah, okay. So then now they're gonna wait for this feedback from everybody, and as long as they say it works and everything's good, then we could get it.
Yeah,
because if it has bugs and people are saying, no, I'm gifting my friend something right now and he's not getting it, boom, we're not gonna get it this month. That means we have to wait, you know. So hopefully all the bugs, you know, get cleared out. Hopefully it works properly, and then we could all have it before Christmas, because that is a really nice thing to do for your friend, especially when, you know, they have a budget and they can't get all the cool games and you want to game with them. So if you want to give somebody Call of Duty and then they can play with you, so that's a nice thing to do. Also, something to note that Mike Ibarra just tweeted out, this also includes DLC, so you can give your friends some DLC if they already have the game. So that's also a really cool thing. Yeah, especially, like I said, you know, you may have, like... See, what also comes in handy is, like, say if you have, like, Microsoft money already in your account, and you have, like, you have no idea what to do with it or whatever, it's just been sitting there, then you can use that to gift a game to one of your friends, you know, if you were talking about, oh, hey, you know, I can't get this DLC, but I really wanted it, and your friend's like, oh, you know, I got some extra money, I can help you out, and then, you know, you can just pay it back or whatever by gifting, you know, helping gift to another game towards them, or, you know, there's a lot of benefits that help with something like this. So I think it's a great feature. I love where Xbox goes with adding all of these different features throughout the year and stuff like that. And it's great to see where Xbox is taking it, because that's one of the biggest things why I play on Xbox, is because of the features that they give you. They make it feel very personal, and they make it feel like the console is, you know, it gives you everything that you need to do, and that is what I find is probably absolutely the best when it comes to the Xbox. Yeah, plus we had a lot of feedback, like, since it came out, this dashboard, like this UI, these features have gotten better and better and better throughout the years. Because when it came out, it looked like a completely different thing. And with everybody giving them feedback and telling them that this doesn't work, we would like this instead, fix that, add more people to the party, make party more stable, Microsoft, then that would be nice, because then they can listen, and then it's kind of like we've molded this UI, these features, because it's stuff that we want and that we've asked for. So yeah, Overall, I can't wait to try this. I can't wait because it's more consumer friendly. It brings the community closer. So overall, I think it's awesome, and I can't wait to have that. I already know who I'm gifting something to first. So yeah,
Oh, you hear that, guys? She already knows.
I already know. You
But
know
yeah,
who you are.
and especially, it would also be cool, like, for Black Friday. Do you know how many sales are gonna be for Black Friday?
Heck yeah, you could buy your friend like 5 games.
Yeah,
They're all on sale.
but I don't think they'll have it by then. Hopefully they like this would be the time to get those features out there is for the holidays. So
Yes, as long as it works. Don't release it if there's bugs.
exactly.
Yeah, make sure it works and everything's all good. But
So
that's awesome. So that's coming out today for the rest of the insiders.
yeah, so for anybody, if you have it, we'd love to hear your comments in the YouTube video after the show. If you've tried it, if you're excited for it, or maybe you're not about it. We'd love to hear what you guys think. So drop us a line in the YouTube video after the show, obviously. And people on Mixer, you guys can hop over to the lovely YouTube channel and check it out and leave your comments there as well. So make sure you check that out. Alright, so what else do we have would you like to talk about?
You want to do the list challenge?
Yeah! Do you guys want to hear the list challenge? We like talking about the list challenge. We didn't talk about games this time, guys, because the whole show was pretty much all about games.
Yeah,
Games.
yeah. All the topics had games.
And lots of games. And more games, because we're gamers and we want games. No.
Called gaming then. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all about the games. Alright, so now, of course, as everybody knows, this is the Gaming List Challenge. We go through the internet. Well, Foxy usually is the one that goes through and ends up finding us an awesome list that we read and debate whether or not we actually think that their list actually makes sense, or if the game should even be on these lists. Like, for instance, your top 5 games you should not play alone, or the worst gaming covers in history, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so different lists like this, but this week, Fox has found a top 10 best franchise comebacks. So, Fox, take it away.
Hey, what's up? Okay, so obviously this is a cool list that I found, and I wanted to get SheWulf's feedback on, and I wanted to hear what you guys think in the chat right now as we're doing this show. And I'm just gonna point out the ones that stand out to us the most. We're not gonna read out the whole list, so sorry if you guys thought otherwise from before. So yeah, let's get started. The first one that I see on here that stands out to me is Wolfenstein: The New Order, and that came out actually in 2014. I didn't even know that. I thought it came out like maybe 2015 or 2016.
That's what I thought. I
played
thought it was 2016.
Yeah, I played it recently because I picked it up, and which reminds me, because like I really enjoyed this game, and then when I went back and I saw the older ones, it was really weird. It kind of reminded me of Doom from back in the day. The old school 8-bit like shooter, first-person shooter. The way it looked, the way that you moved around, very Doom. So
Wolfenstein
I didn't really
3D way back in 1992.
I didn't care for those at all. So as soon as I played this one, The New Order, I was like, wow, this is amazing, and I really, really liked it. And it definitely belongs in this list because it brought the franchise back from the dead, I think, because I didn't really know about it that much back then, and at the same time it kind of died out, to be honest.
Yeah.
So this really brought it back, and everybody was talking about it to the point where it's got good feedback, and look where it is now. They got a new game that just came out today, so definitely this belongs on the list.
That's true. The one I'm going to read, of course, is one of my all-time favorite games, and that is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, released
Surprise.
in 2007. I thought it released in 2016. Oh no, I guess it released at the beginning. I can't believe this year's almost over already.
Yeah, it released in the beginning of this year, for
Yeah.
sure. I remember that heart attack I had.
Oh yeah, because you played. Ha! We made Fox play. So this game put the Resident back in Resident Evil. Okay, so I hear a lot of people say, like, the other ones were pretty good. I tried to play the other ones, but I really couldn't get into them because of the way the game mechanics were and how you played the game. Now, I didn't mind the movies and stuff like that, but when I played Resident Evil 7, I was like, damn, this is my style of game, because I find horror games should always be in first person.
Oh my god.
But I have a logic to that. See, the reason I think that, like, games, like horror games, should be in first person is because when you're trying to run around, being in third person, you can see, like, you can see yourself. You can see, like, obviously if something's coming up behind you, you can, you know, it pulls you out of that horror moment, that thriller moment, and that jump scare moment that most, like, of these games kind of thrive on. So the fact that they took Resident Evil 7 and put you into that first person, I find made it so much more of a jump thrill and so much more of, like, a horror-based game, and I was super excited when they released this game. I definitely think that it brought the game, you know, the Resident Evil games back, and I'm really happy it's on this list.
Okay, so here's a question. Like, if there wasn't this one at all, and you had to pick between the other Resident Evils, do you like the way that it started back on PS1, PS2, or whatever? Or do you like the ones that were on the 360? It was kind of like more third person and more action.
I guess the 360. I didn't really play the ones on the PlayStation, so.
Like, but do you remember like the way they looked? They were more like view from above, and they had like steady camera angles.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
I'll stick with Resident Evil 7.
She's like, I don't want none of that other stuff. No, like, I grew up with the old school stuff, so you know my answer. I would go with Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 first, because I grew up watching my brothers play that, and I played a little bit of 2 and 3, but obviously I didn't beat them. I was too scared. But those are really awesome. And the ones on the 360, I tried them, but they felt like action games to me. So that was kind of weird how they just literally came back from the dead, from like an action shooter, that's what it seemed like, to an actual proper scary first person shooter. Yeah, so definitely that was a great comeback right there. So I agree with you. For sure.
Yep.
Another one on the list that I love personally is Tomb Raider when it came back in 2013. Are you surprised? No? Okay.
No.
I love Tomb Raider. I grew up with Tomb Raider. I don't know what happened to the franchise. It kind of died down. The games were like watered down. It was like pretty bad. I didn't
What, you didn't
know
like
what to do.
you didn't like the little, like, cone boobs that they had going on?
No, I didn't. Sad.
Those
sad to say,
graphics
but no.
were outstanding. What are you talking about?
It wasn't, girl, it wasn't even about the graphics. At first, it was interesting gameplay, but then it just got boring, and it was just kind of like they were coming out every time for no reason. They had no purpose. So it got watered down, definitely. And then on top of that, they threw a movie at us with Angelina, and I was like, stop it, no. So obviously, I was crying. I was like about to put Tomb Raider in the trash as a franchise, but then it got brought back to life with this game in 2013, and it was amazing again. It had purpose. You had so many new elements to the game, and yeah, some people want to say that it's like Uncharted, but like if it wasn't for Tomb Raider, there wouldn't be Uncharted. So you know, we could go back and forth, whatever.
And if there wasn't Indiana Jones, there wouldn't have been Tomb Raider. So
sure, yeah, that too. So overall, I love Tomb Raider. I love the way it came back. I like that there's so many more things about the game. I like the story. I like the new features. I like that there's survival mode. I like that you have hunting abilities, crafting abilities. I didn't have any of that stuff before. So Tomb Raider is amazing. Get that through your heads, and if you haven't played it, go check it out.
well, that works. All right, the next one that we're gonna read off here is Doom. Doom. I definitely think Doom should be on this list because this Doom was awesome. Like, the way that they rebooted this game, it looked phenomenal with, like, the storytelling that they did, the graphics that they did. It was a big change from, like, Doom 3 and stuff like that. And I do love that, like, there's, like, the mini games inside of Doom where you can actually play the old games. And I'm like, what? But I love this Doom, and I love how they did it and how they actually featured it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm happy to see Doom on this list.
And tell the people what number Doom is.
Doom is actually
on the
number one on this list.
Yep.
So
I was like, that was actually pretty awesome to see. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, you right,
but it was an amazing reboot. So especially everything that they added to it, it was actually pretty. It's pretty awesome. But it was number one in this list. So.
Yes, definitely. I like that they have Doom on here. I enjoyed this new one way more than I did the old ones, which I played the little retro ones, the like 8-bit ones and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I tried the one on the 360. It was okay. It was pretty good, but it wasn't like this. This was like fast-paced, craziness, gory. It was like action.
Mm-hmm.
I love the music. I love the graphics.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on. And even though some people like to hate on the multiplayer, I thought the multiplayer was really fun. Like that was actually the first thing I tried on the beta was the multiplayer. And I really enjoyed it. And I know some people didn't like it. And
I like
there's a
the
lot
freezer
of
tag. I love freezer tag in that game.
Oh yeah,
that
I
game
remember.
is awesome.
Yeah, that was funny. And yeah, like I know a lot of Doom fans just care for the single player aspect of it, which is fine because that's also amazing. But I
Yeah.
think that the multiplayer is really fun too, and I played it for like a long period of time. So that was actually really fun. So definitely this game deserves to be on the list because it was starting to get watered down, like how Tomb Raider did. It was starting to go that way, and Bethesda turned it around and was like, nah, we're gonna revamp it and it's gonna be amazing, and they're definitely right on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you want to read another one, or do you want to ask the question?
Well, I'll mention one because you already hit number one, so obviously that was the big milestone. I'll mention Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat that was on the 360 was really fun. I played that, so that deserves an honorable mention on there. It is on the list, and I thought that was actually Mortal Kombat 9, but it's just called Mortal Kombat. And I was like, oh shit, for real? But yeah, I played it a lot, and it brought me back to the game because before that I didn't play it. I only played it on the Sega,
Really?
and maybe on the PlayStation. Yeah, maybe on the PlayStation 2. I think it was the Immortal one. But after that, I didn't care for the game at all.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like whatever. Nobody plays that. They play Street Fighter and stuff like that, or something else. So obviously, that last Mortal Kombat that we had on the 360, I think brought it back to the point where now they have Mortal Kombat X or 10, XL,
It's
whatever
XL.
you want to call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really good. So
I like Mortal Kombat XL. I think that one kind of brought Mortal Kombat back to its overall, I guess, but
I played that one. I don't know why, but it feels tougher to me to get used to. The one at 360, I was like quick to pick it up,
Yeah.
and I had so many friends to play with in person, like couch co-op or online through Xbox Live. So I actually played that one more. But this one, the XL, is actually tougher, I think. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but
it's just
yeah,
you.
I can't get into it as much. Really, girl? I'm still waiting for us to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I'm still waiting for that battle. I challenged you. I'm still waiting.
You'll see. You'll see.
As long as we could stream it. But anyway, that's the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree.
Definitely leave us comments after the video and all that fun stuff. So, go ahead and ask that question, Foxy.
Oh, the question that I got from, what's it called? Scrotum. So Scrotum sent us a question. He asked, do you think we'll see OG Xbox come to Games with Gold somewhere down the line? Hashtag for gaming den.
That would actually be kind of interesting if they released, like, just one of them. Like, one of them each month. I think that would actually be kind of a cool feature to do. Just because, like, they have 13 of them, and there's only 12 months, so if you, like, release one each month... See what I mean? Like,
but
it's not like you get achievements or anything, so...
in a way, it would be cool to have as an option, but, I mean, even though 13 is a good amount, it's not a lot. I think they should wait until, like, they release the next batch of games, and then maybe start giving them out. But then you're gonna have people complaining about, oh, we get stuck with OG game, and what about the 360 games? Like, do you think they're gonna replace one of the 360 games and put the OG game? Or would they add the OG game on top of all the other games that we're already getting?
I don't know. Well, what if they did what if
it's a
they
bit
did
confusing.
every other month? So February you get like Xbox One and 360 games, then January, and then February you get like 2 Xbox games, and then you get one 360 and then one OG you know what I mean? Like, there's different ways that they could do it, but
Yeah.
I think it would still be a neat factor to just throw in every once in a while just for like the fun of it. But
Yeah. I think the reason why 360 is so easy to put in there because they have thousands of games. They have so much. They have a big giant library that they could choose from, and obviously
yeah, but there's
not all
only
of them
12 months
are-
though, so it's not like even if they have a small library, it's not like they don't have to like throw in all of them. They can throw in one every now and then. They still have. It's still only 12 months. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't
think they're gonna
the
give
games
away.
aren't going to sell, then what's it matter anyways?
Yeah, well, that market just started, so I think they're taking that wait and see approach where
Yeah,
they're like,
of
well, let's
course.
see if we make any money right now, and then let's see next month where they're probably not gonna get anything at all. So they might throw it in for December or January, like you said, where they'll throw one in there. I don't know if they're gonna replace the 360 games, one or both, for OG games. I just think, in a way, since he said down the line, I'll agree and I'll say, yeah, down the line, definitely when they add more. Right now, as it stands, no, it's not a large enough library, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think when they add more in the spring, then maybe they'll throw one in at random along with the 360 game, but hopefully we still keep both our Xbox One games
Yeah.
because people care about newer games more than they did older games. Yeah, so nostalgia is not for everybody, obviously. So if they want to add that with the games with gold, I'm down with that later on for sure. So I think that would be a good idea. I definitely think it could happen. So yes.
Well, we shall see what happens, guys. We shall see. You never know. It's it could happen. It may not happen. They have enough games overall to for whatever they're doing. So there'll always be games with gold regardless of what the games are.
Heck yeah, and I'm happy with that.
Yep.
But thanks again to Scrotum for asking that question. Really appreciate it, bro. If you guys want to ask any of your questions or your own questions, leave them in the comments down below or send it to us on Twitter, either through DM or using the hashtag for gaming then as a tweet.
Very, very true. Very true. Alright, guys. So, sadly, this week's episode is going to be a little shorter because of the fact that I was actually streaming on Mixer this morning and I was having PC problems and all that fun stuff. With that being said, I do appreciate everyone who came out, hung out, whether you were on Mixer or whether you were on YouTube chats. As you can see both chats. So, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and the topics that we bring you. If you guys have any comments or any suggestions that you guys would like to give us, then please, please, please leave us in the YouTube comment section below after the show. We do read them. We would love to hear them. Tweet out the show, hit that like button, do all that fun stuff, and make sure you guys all have an amazing Halloween because we do know that's next week. So, as always, I'm SheWulf. You can catch me on Mixer Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. till 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's always that fun stuff. So, I'll hand it over to my co-host.
So yeah, awesome show. It's short but sweet, right? I agree. You know,
It's short but
maybe...
sweet. We always leave that nice sweetness on your teeth.
Oh my god. Oh, I like that little what's it called?
The pumpkin?
Jack-o'-lantern you have in the corner.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say
there it
the
is.
pumpkin or the spider. I got spider in the corner and I got a pumpkin in the corner.
The pumpkin is the cutest thing. But yeah, thanks to everybody for hanging out with us in the chat, both chats. I see you guys are awesome. Sorry, I wasn't hanging out in there that much today. I was preoccupied. And yeah, and if you're listening to this later, thank you very much and hit that like button and whatnot. And give SheWulf a follow on Mixer. Also, give me a follow on Mixer, you know, that'll be nice. I want to stream some Overwatch and some Call of Duty, so if you guys want to check that out, follow me on there. And on Twitter, where I share Fox videos. You can follow me on that. And I'll see you guys on next week. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend.
You can find all of our information in the description below on the YouTube video, of course. Sadly, I can't put all of the description and info in my Mixer, but that's okay. Most of the stuff is there that you guys can find links to as well on Mixer if you're over there. So, other than that, I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and thank you everyone for hanging out and tuning into this show. Have a great weekend, and that means we're out.
Bye!
Tonight we're running